There's a moment, right before a hot wing meets its destiny, when the entire room quietly judges you, because the dip you choose, ranch or blue cheese, isn't just a preference, it's a declaration, a small act of culinary rebellion that can change the temperature of a friendship, flip family loyalties, and in rare cases, end a perfectly good date. And that's when you realize wings aren't just food, they're a crossroads. And both paths have a long, messy history behind them. Ranch didn't begin as the national anthem it is today. In the 1950s, deep in the isolation of an Alaskan outpost, a man named Steve Henson started mixing buttermilk, herbs, and spices into something he swore made hard days feel lighter. He brought that concoction back to a dusty piece of land he called Hidden Valley Ranch, and without knowing it, he sparked a movement. By the 1970s and 80s, ranch dressing had exploded across America. Pizzerias offered it with slices. School cafeterias drowned vegetables in it. The Midwest practically adopted it as a birthright. Ranch didn't spread. It stampeded. And when chicken wings rose from bar snack to national staple, ranch was already sitting comfortably at the table, waiting for its moment. Blue cheese took a much stranger road. Its origin wasn't intentional. It was a mistake. Legend says mold from a loaf of rye bread drifted into some aging cheese inside a cave. Most people would have thrown it out, but someone decided to taste it, and humanity never looked back. Monks refined it, caves perfected it, generations protected it. Blue cheese became bold, funky, unapologetic, a taste that didn't run from its identity. And when the first buffalo wings were served at the Anchor Bar in 1964, blue cheese wasn't an option. It was the rule, the original pairing, the way things were meant to be. To Buffalo locals, dipping wings in ranch is culinary heresy, rewriting history to suit a softer palate. To them, blue cheese is the only sauce that respects the heat, the heritage, and the chaos of a real wing. But ranch loyalists have their own creed. Ranch is smooth, comforting, forgiving. It turns the burn into bliss and the messy into manageable. They argue that blue cheese tastes like someone dared milk to misbehave. Blue cheese purists fire back, insisting ranch is a bland blanket, smothering a food that deserves honesty. They'll tell you ranch is what you choose when you want wings to taste like something else. Blue cheese, they say, is for people who don't hide from flavor. And beneath the jokes, the jabs, and the passionate arguments, something more human is unfolding. Because food debates aren't really about food. They're about identity. Ranch tastes like childhood, comfort, late-night pizza, and backyard cookouts. Blue cheese tastes like tradition, authenticity, and respect for the original buffalo lineage. Every dip carries a memory. Every preference carries a story. And when two people clash over wings, they're really defending little pieces of who they've been their whole lives. So the question lingers, not to settle anything, but to understand each other a little more. Which side of this sauce-covered civil war are you on? Ranch, blue cheese, or the brave soul who chooses both, depending on the day? Because in the end, no matter which dip you defend with your whole personality, the wings were always the ones worth fighting for.